project, I am using the Yarnspirations Bernat Blanket Brights. And I got this at the thrift store in a bag for $3, and it had a bunch of other yarns in it, so I thought that was a great deal. So I'm very excited to be using this yarn. And as you can see right here, it says to use a size 11 knitting needle or a size, where is that, L crochet hook. And it is a 6-weight yarn. It's super bulky. This is in Pow Purple, and it is beautiful. Look how pretty. Look at this giant ball of yarn. This has 300 grams, and it's a 10.5 ounce ball, and it says it has 220 yards. So let's go ahead and get started. My goal, if I can show you this, okay, do you see this? This is a crocheted blanket, and I call this my leg blanket. And so when I'm sitting on the couch crocheting and my legs are cold, instead of a big giant blanket, I just lay this on my legs. And look how pretty that is. That is done with a half double crochet, and it's just beautiful. I love it. It's stretchy and it's fun. And this is the same beanie pattern that I used. I can show you that. I'll link that in the description or up there in the corner of how to do that. I'm going to be using a size 17 knitting needle instead of the 11 that it calls for, just because I wanted it a little bit more loose, and I don't know, I just thought it would be really fun. So I have these 2 giant needles, which of course they don't even fit into the screen because they're so big. Wait, see if I can get them over there. And I am new to knitting, so I just started knitting, but since I'm kind of a new knitter, I'm knitting on my row, so I will be casting on all of these stitches. So these needles are really big and a little cumbersome. I think it'd be easier to show you on smaller ones actually, but I insert there, I yarn over, I pull through, make a long loop, and then twist it, go behind it, and then put it on my needle and just tighten it up. And I just keep going. Whoops, sorry about the noise. It's my camera, of course, because these needles are so long. Just kind of twist it on, just like that. Twist it back here, twist it there, pull up. It's much easier if I don't have a camera in front of me. But anyway, so you get the idea. If you've knitted, you know how that goes. You can use whatever cast on method that you want. So I cast on 52 stitches. And what I'm going to do is, since I am a beginner, so some of you might be beginners out there, I'm hoping I make it really easy for you to learn how to knit. And then all I'm going to do is insert my hook, and I'm going to knit 4 stitches. And again, these hooks are really large, and I have a camera in front of me, so I look a little awkward, but if I was sitting down with it in my lap, it would be much easier to do. And I'm just going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into these first 4 stitches. Whoops, sorry about the noise. With those first 4 knitted stitches. Then I'm going to purl the next 4. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, bring it to the front, push it through, and then do 4 of those. And I'm just going to knit, purl all the way across in groups of 4. And then I will continue that. I'm going to knit the knits and purl the purls. So there's 4. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 knits, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, my yarn's kind of in the way. 4 purls. Then I'm going to bring the yarn over, and I'm going to knit the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to knit and purl all the way across, and like I said, in the groups of 4, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, I'm on my last 4 stitches and I am knitting these. And you want to make sure that you start with a knit of 4 and end with a knit of 4, because you want it to be equal on either side. Whoops. Great. This is how I learned to take out stitches. So many stitches I've learned how to take out and put back on, so I'm getting pretty good at that. That's what happens when you're a beginner. You have to learn the hard way. These are all twisted, so let me untwist those. So here's what I have so far. And this is, like I said, 52 stitches. I just have to straighten out all of my stitches to get them to look good right here. There we go. That's looking better. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to purl the purls and knit the knits. And then I'm going to do that all the way across and back and forth until I have my desired length. So my idea is to have it look similar to this crocheted blanket. And I'm sure it will be the same width, because these, like I said, they stretch out once you start, when you take them off your needle. Anyway, I will keep you posted and let you know how much I can do with this giant ball of yarn. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. And look how pretty that is. And it's nice and holey, which I like. Since it's on these huge needles, size 17, it is really nice and loose and flowy. It's just beautiful. My husband actually said, "What are you making, a skirt?" So I just think it's beautiful. And it's so soft and so silky. And what I wanted to say is that after I knit a row, since this yarn is a little tricky to use, after I get all of my row done, I just start pulling down like this. And I just tighten up my stitches just a little bit to make them more even. Now, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but that's what I'm doing. And again, this is only my second blanket I've ever made knitting. And just let me show you real quick my first one. Now, this is a corner to corner knitted garter stitch. And a lot of people make pot holders or washcloths with this pattern. But the thing that I've done differently on this is that I crocheted the border. And look how cute that is. It's just a little ruffly border. So all I did was add some chains all the way around, and then I did, I think this is a double crochet or a treble. I can't remember. I'm going to be making this in a future video, but I just wanted to show you guys, look how cute this is. It's all garter stitch. I've never made a blanket until this is my very first project. So, and I think I'm probably going to weave in here some ribbon. I think that would be really pretty. So the only thing I have to do is weave in my ends, and then I'm all done. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. It's so beautiful, so soft. And just let me show you the yarn that I used. This is the Comfy Cotton Blend by Lion Brand. And this is in the color Whipped Cream. How pretty. And it's so soft. I just love it. So, and it's 50% cotton and 50% polyester. So anyway, just want to show you what I was working on other than this beautiful purple blanket. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish my last couple rows, because this is all I have left. It was just one skein of the yarn that I showed you at the beginning of the video, and it's just super, super soft. This has been such a fun blanket and so quick. I just love it. So here I go. I'll just show you a few of my stitches as I go along. And this chenille type yarn is a little bit harder to use just because it's kind of sticky. So I just pull down when I, after I make those stitches. And I'm sure you don't want to see me do this, but I'm going to just do these 4. Those are purls, and then, whoops, and then these 4 are knits. So I'm just going to do that for this next probably one row, and then I'm going to go ahead and cast off. Sorry about that. These, they're so big and they keep falling out of my hand. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you at the end and I'll show you what this looks like. Here's the blanket. Look how pretty that is. It's nice and loose and flowy, and it could be a good one for the summer. Now, there's a lot of different ways that you can cast off. You can look those up online, of course, on YouTube. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye.